I'm John Harrison. I was the writer of Children of Dune and the co-producer. Children of Dune is based on the two books, Dune Messiah and Children of Dune, that basically end the Atreides family saga on Arrakis, whereas the first one is about the rise of Paul Muad'Dib and House Atreides on Arrakis. The second one is about the fall of that house in the broader sense of what happens on Arrakis. Adapting Frank Herbert's books is always a very tough enterprise because the books are so thick and rich with drama, with action, with characterization. In some cases I've had to flatten out the narrative. I can't jump around as much. I have to lead the audience from point A to B to C in a more linear fashion than Frank was able to do or was wanting to do in the books. I think that if one knows the books really well, though, one will find that the cinematic adaptations that we have done are true to the essence and the spirit of his books. Everything that is in the miniseries, character, dialogue, plot devices, are all issues that have come from the books themselves. I may have moved some things around, I may have enlarged a character and combined a few things into one character, but everything that is in the miniseries comes from the books. This is the thing that really drives the story of Children of Dune. It is about the concepts, very simple, but coming right out of Herbert, that when religion and politics ride in the same cart, the whirlwind follows. And subsequently, and equally as important, every revolution contains the seeds of its own destruction. These are the themes of Children of Dune. And 12 years on from when Muad'Dib ascended the throne, we now have an empire that in its own way has become corrupt, has become theocratic, has become oppressive. And Muad'Dib is desperate to undo what has been done in his name. His only salvation is his son and his daughter. And that is how the saga continues. The women of Dune are perhaps the most essential component of Dune. In the entire Dune saga, if you look back at Herbert's original material, the saga of Dune begins because of the choice of one woman, Lady Jessica Atreides. Violating the Bene Gesserit training that she had, she decides to have a son instead of a daughter, which she was charged to do by her religious order. But she was so in love with her husband, she decided to give him a son instead of a daughter. That one decision starts the entire Dune saga. Without that decision, there is no Dune, because with the birth of her son Paul comes the Messiah complex, comes the revolution on Arrakis, comes the theocracy that grew up around his name. All of it follows that one decision. You could say, in essence, that the saga of Dune is really just a saga about love, because that was the driving force. In Children of Dune, we now have Paul Muad'Dib surrounded by this trio of women, his concubine Chani, whom he loves, his formal wife Irulan, who loves him but can never have his love, and his mother Jessica. These women form a triumvirate around him that drive the story. In addition, in this one, Children of Dune, we have Princess Wencesia, who is Irulan's sister, who is driving a conspiracy to bring down House Atreides, and she's brilliant, and she's vicious, and she's resourceful. So in essence, the Children of Dune miniseries is really a drama driven by female power, intrigue, and cunning.